know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. Naja Hall.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Naja, and we're here for another episode of the Blended in Black podcast. Now, I have a good friend of mine and comedian extraordinaire, Kenny Warren. Kenny is a single dad. Kenny is a funny man. So, needless to say, you know, why not bring somebody that's super funny on here to talk about a very serious issue, something that you could probably cry about sometimes. So, Kenny, we're going to get right into it. Real quick, give us a 30-second spiel on who you are, where you're from, how and why are you blended in black?
I'm Kenny Warren, aka the average black man. That's my stage handle.
Okay.
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah. Like he told you guys, my name is Kenny Warren, aka the average black man. Yeah. And I'm from Portland, Oregon. And I know what you're thinking, because people always ask me the same question every time I tell them I'm from Portland. It's black people in Portland? And I always give them the same answer. Hell no, I left. Yeah, Portland is one of those places that's 2% black. Kind of like this room, so I feel right at home. Went to college in Cal State Bakersfield, and I've been in New York since '04. Mm-hmm. I've been doing comedy since 2012. I got two boys that'll be 23 and 18 this year. I'm gonna give y'all a PSA about raising kids because I see there's a couple young faces in here. All right, y'all ready for this? Ready? All right. If you don't have kids, don't have kids. They are bad as hell, disrespectful, and they liars. If you do have kids, you gotta whoop your kids' ass if you want them to be successful. If you don't whoop your kids' ass, they're gonna end up over on St. Mark's selling art. This is real shit right now. This is from the heart right here. So I've been a single dad for a while.
How long? How long have you?
I've been divorced since '05. I've been separated since '02.
Mm-hmm.
So
those 3 years, well, I hear those years between the separation and the actual bang of the gavel. Like, was it like gray? Was it a gray area?
No. Once I was once it was over, once I was separated, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, there's no looking back. That life ain't about, going backwards. It's about, change.
I'd like to ask a lot of guys, especially divorced fathers, before a divorce happens, you get a warning. And so your divorce is, you moved out and you left in 03? What'd you say?
02.
02. So what year was it really over?
Like, mine was like in the 90s. But I was just trying to do the right thing. I married the lady. I had a kid by her. Then I had another one, and it was like, dang,
gotta stay.
You gotta do the right thing. So I did that, but it wasn't a love that was, undeniable. When it's just like, yeah, I love this, whatever, we gonna make it. It wasn't that. It was like
functional.
As soon as something happened that I can get out of this, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave.
So y'all cool now, at least?
No.
So wait, the boy, well, I can't call them kids. These grown men are 23 and 18. So how aren't you cool after? Because
when the youngest one was like 10, she came to New York and told him to run out the house and flew him back to Portland the day before school started. And he had already been living out here like a year and a half, and I was just like, it was a lot of,
How'd you get her to agree to let him come from Oregon to New York?
The first time?
Yeah.
The first time she had sent him to Texas to my dad. So he was living down with my dad. It was funny because he had been living down there a few months. I thought he was just visiting.
Yeah.
And they wasn't communicating with me.
Your family was kind of in on it.
Yeah, that's why I kind of, so like because they just always, for some reason, even though I was a college grad, played ball overseas, kind of responsible kid for the most part. What kind of ball did
you play?
Basketball.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'11". But I was a 3-point shooter, and I played at Cal State Bakersfield. We won 2 national championships.
I'm gonna Google it.
You can Google it. Yeah, 4 Final Fours. I was a leading scorer until all-time leading scorer until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So getting back on topic. So you found out he was not visiting. He was actually, that was an extended stay. He was living there.
Yeah. So then my mom was like, "What you gonna do? Let your father raise your son?" And I was like, hey, I didn't even know, that it was that situation. So I sent my pops a ticket, bring him and my son up, and I had my son for like a year and a half. I even took him back to Portland to stay with his mom for a week and all that before, she came out here and if a dude did that, they would call it kidnapping.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and I had
so
to go.
So when he left Texas, he was here with you. She okayed that, or you guys just didn't tell her?
Nah, I never try to be like, even when the kids is here, I'll be like, call your mom, like.
Right.
I'm not like that, but I just, after she did that kidnapping situation, I was just like, it's nothing for us to talk about.
It's a wrap.
To me, because you didn't just take the kid out of a stable environment. You also made him feel like, I can run at any time. You know what I'm saying? And if she say run, I'm gonna run out, and that's not.
So he's gonna go. When you do kids like that, it's just wherever it's easier. I don't really have to do what you say because my parents aren't a united front, and kids will slip in those cracks.
Exactly.
And they will manipulate. Kids are some feisty, tricky, little smart.
I don't even believe I was ever one. I mean, it's crazy the way kids is.
Man. So then she took him back, and then what happened? And
then, within, the first few months.
Wait, so that was 2 kids, though?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
The oldest one was here.
Okay.
So, she was bringing the oldest one, and she just was like, I want the youngest one to stay with me. And I was like, why wouldn't you just have the boys together? I don't understand what, we same mom, it was basically like a control thing,
Yep.
And then, people, her friends and stuff questioning her motherhood skills because the father, instead of just being like the dad can teach the young men how to be boys, how to be men, and let the father do that.
And us as women, I've seen us be so hard on one another. If somebody doesn't have their kids, it's okay for dad to be in every other weekend, or what they call it, twice a month, birthday, holiday dad. But let a woman not have custody of her kids. She is the scum of the earth. And we're so hard on one another.
Yeah.
And that negative stigma, that's what kind of makes women hold on to their life to kids that they know they cannot take care of.
That's exactly.
You know dad would do a better job, but you just cannot admit it because what are people going to say about you?
Yeah. And that's just, it's crazy. But it's terrible in my situation because her and my mom was communicating so much. So my mom,
they were friends,
and my mom's only son.
So I'm at that point.
Yeah, I was divorced. So I'm mad because my mom is taking her side basically. So it was sticky, and until my mom just overcame breast cancer last year. That brought us together, kind of again, because I was like, man, I ain't talking to none of them.
So you said you're your mom's only son, so you had sisters. Now, was your mom and dad, were they the only family members that were swayed in your ex's direction, or was it everybody?
I really don't know, because I'm out here in New York, and I tried to be like, that's why I left there, because I was like, they crazy. Because then even after my son was back out here, after a while, the mom was like, I can't deal with this. He was staying with my mom. Then my mom was like, I can't deal with this. I'm sending him back out there. And
so what was he doing? How come they couldn't deal with it?
Because he had got to if they tried to discipline him, he'd rear up on them. They had to call the police on him. So
how old was he at the time?
He was probably I don't know, probably 13 or 14.
So he was tall. He was bigger and stronger than everybody.
12. Yeah.
And he was angry. He's been ripped from home to home. I'd be pissed off too.
Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't do you like that.
No.
Or if he tried, did he ever try to buck up at you?
I had to, I'm a corporal punishment type of guy.
You're gonna make some people mad with this one.
Oh, that's okay. I don't care. Most people that don't got kids is the first ones that want to try to say, you should do timeout. No, you should have a kid. And then you'll learn that timeout is just giving them a chance to go think of some more stuff to do.
Right.
I know.
So he came back to New York, and at that point, both the boys are in New York, right?
No, the oldest one had graduated high school here, and he went to Oregon State.
Okay, so then you just had the one in the house.
Yeah.
So the oldest one, he was back in Oregon with mom. Was he close to her?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't. I just talked to them. For them, I'm not like, how's things with, I'm not into all that. I just want them to be more like, we deal with each other as long as we got a positive, relationship and communicate. I I wasn't trying to mess up nothing
Right.
or cultivate anything. I was already like, I don't deal with that. But when the youngest one came back out here, I was talking to my mom on Mother's Day like 2 years ago and talked to her for like 30 minutes. And then at the end of the conversation, she was like, yeah, I've been trying to get you to call me back because I just wanted to let you know your ex-wife lives with me. I was like, what? Like after all the stuff. And so like.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She let this woman. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Why?
And that's what I was like, I don't understand this.
Because some people kind of feel like, look, if I don't fool with you anymore, my whole family, like you shut off from the family. You know how angry I would be?
And that's how angry I was. I'm human. They always want to try to be like, oh, you tripping, you this and that. I'm like, I'm just a human being.
So mom and dad let your ex-wife.
No, my dad live in Texas.
Okay. Yeah. So mom let ex-wife move in with her.
But it turns out.
How long did she stay with her?
I don't even know. It probably was like, because she just told me like about a month ago, oh yeah, and so you don't got to worry about it. Your ex-wife don't live with me no more. She haven't lived with me for like 8 months. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just say that to me? Why you got to keep me in that mindset of I ain't messing with them?
Right, you like, Mom, I don't feel comfortable telling you stuff. I can't divulge personal things with you because this woman is here. Are y'all friends? Is she your ally? Like, what are you doing? I bet that felt like a betrayal. Like your mom straight up betrayed you. But you've moved past that at this point.
I mean, I had to be, I was just like, I tried to tell myself everything. Like, well, she had cancer, so maybe it was messing with her brain. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, hey, I'm trying to be like, how could she think that?
Why would you think that's okay? What in your brain
would?
So you're like, she's sick. She probably needed help.
And that's the thing. I said, okay, maybe she was there helping
as a caretaker.
Like,
was she? You don't know. You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
I'm sure that put a great strain on you and your mom's relationship.
Look at my hair. It's turning white.
It looks good though. I like it.
But it's turning white.
That streak right there, that's dope. That looks really good. So the son your one son was back in Oregon in school. Congratulations, he's graduated.
Yeah, he graduated June 17th.
Okay, what's his
bioenergy? But he was an engineering major. He was president of the Black Engineers Association for like 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
You raise a dope Black man.
Yeah, he dope.
My goodness, okay. And so
good
now
looking dude too.
Y'all look alike or?
Yeah, it's my son.
Okay. We'll look at pictures. Sit down. He's about to get up and show me pictures.
I'm proud.
I know. We might put some pictures up on when we do the video.
Man. Yeah.
So you still have the one in the house. He's a high school student now.
Yeah.
So he's seen a lot, and I know the youngest one, the baby, they kind of process things a lot differently. Is he spoiled?
I don't spoil him, but he just these kids nowadays don't got that drive. Right. They don't want to do nothing. We used to want to play ball, and then we wanted a job so we could go get stuff that we wanted.
You want to buy you some clothes?
He don't do nothing. Just play video games and put his foot up on the wall, and there's a hole in the wall from his feet being there, and he ain't got a job, so he can't pay for the hole in the wall.
Yeah, I got a call from the school the other day. They told me my son got in a fight. He ended up breaking some kid's nose. I got off the phone. I was like, hell yeah, my son ain't no bitch ass. I don't want my son to be the one coming home with a broken nose, so I had to go to the school. I had to go to a hearing. And my son pointed out the other kid's family, and I looked and saw it was a family of Indians, y'all. Red dot, no feather. I was like, son, these are the most peaceful and docile people on earth. You don't get no stripes for whooping Mowgli's ass. That's a future astrophysicist you fucking with.
Wait a minute. So you're a dad. You're a strong dad. Why don't you say get your what up and go work? Or
I say that.
Job applications. Is he still in school? Is he?
Yeah. He got one more year, but he has send me, send me 3 job applications filled out. He'll send me 3 job applications, and 2 will be incomplete. It'll say incomplete. I'm like, why would you send me that? And so it's different now. These kids don't got the same drive. If we wanted a job growing up, we could get a job.
You knew how to fill out an application.
You get a job.
So why not just rip the video game out and take it from him?
I've done that, and then he found it, and he went through the house and found it.
So he has enough drive to go find that, but he won't go find.
He say every excuse why, and I'm like, man, I'm thinking you might have to go to Job Corps. Your brother finna graduate. college, and you got to go to Job Corps. I'm like,
You like,
tough.
do they still do? I never knew they still had Job Corps.
Yeah, they
Like,
got Job Corps.
Okay. So you understand. I know you said there's no interaction with mom. How has that affected the boys? Like, that's, serious conversation. How has it affected their view on relationships, how men should treat women? Are you remarried?
No.
Do you ever plan on getting remarried or?
Nah.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just don't plan on it. If it happened, it happened. But I don't plan on it. I don't see it. It's got to be something so perfect, and it's tough out here right now.
Is it because, like, were you not able to have a relationship because you were raising two boys?
Nah, my faith in the American dream just ain't. I don't know. America is
Crazy,
Ooh.
We're doing some weird things, but what about love? What about what about happiness? Who's gonna take care of you when you older? Who are you gonna travel the world at?
And then
what if you want more kids?
I don't want no more kids though. But I be thinking about love like that. And the problem is I love too fast.
What's your sign?
Leo.
You're a Leo and you love too fast?
Yeah, it'd be taking me like 2 weeks. I'd be in love. If we talk and text every day for 2 weeks,
we together.
I be feeling like I'm in love, and then but then when you love that fast, it also be over fast.
It kind of crashes and burns because you don't really know, but you might luck up and actually find somebody that does the same thing.
You're right.
So how has it affected the boys not seeing dad with a partner, or seeing dad with a not good relationship with their mother?
I mean, I'm sure it's like my both boys that have both told me like. And I ain't having no kids. The oldest one, he was like,
really?
I ain't having no kids. I ain't going through what you went through.
What?
Yeah.
Do they resent their mom?
I mean, if I was them,
yeah,
I would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I was them. But I don't know. I'm sure that, when it's your mom, it's like.
She gets a lot of grace and forgiveness.
Yeah.
Like mom can just do the worst things in the world. And
my mom let her live with her.
Oh my God. I still can't believe that.
And me neither.
What did your sisters say?
I don't got no. My sister is my dad's daughter. She live in Oakland, so I didn't grow up with her.
But
my dad got a daughter in Oakland.
So that's your half sister. That's your sister.
But I didn't grow up with her. I'm from Portland.
So you.
Like that's like you gotta. I know I got a half sister in Cali.
Y'all okay? It's not the same household. Any of that. What about summer vacations? Like y'all never spent that together?
A couple times. We probably maybe about 5-6 times we was together for.
See, that's something I preach a lot about in Blended in Black. We have these children and then we divorce or separate and we have a new household and we don't make sure the kids know each other.
Yeah.
Did your ex-wife have other children as well? So she's just out here single. You don't know. Obviously.
I mean. I don't even want to say, you know what I mean?
Okay, right. So you understand that this woman is going to be in your life forever because you guys are going to be grandparents together. I know the boys saying they're not going to have kids, but that's just talk. You're going to be grandparents. You're going to attend their weddings together. Are you going to take pictures with her? Are you going to say hello? When's the last time you had a conversation with this woman?
Probably maybe 2010, 2009.
What?
Yeah.
What was it about?
Probably the money.
So she was paying child support since the boys were with you.
Never. I paid child support. She never have ever done. I've never seen a red cent.
You could take her to court for arrears.
I've been thinking about it
because I don't think it's fair. Because she was taking your behind the court.
No, she went and she kidnapped the kid and then started the child support. Like out of all of those years. The kids was old. When she opened the child support case, the oldest one was 17. So all these years, she knew she had been getting,
right,
money from me, so it wasn't necessary. But then when you go kidnap the kid and then go open up that's crazy.
So was she asking for arrears, or she just wanted that one more year?
Yes, they went back like 5 years too.
Did you have to pay it?
What else you gonna do?
You get an attorney to say, hey, I paid this woman and it doesn't happen like that, which, we all know my story and how that turned out. But, so basically, no, you had to pay it.
Yeah.
So how long, when she kidnapped him, how long did she have him?
He came back. He was 14. He was about to be 15.
So 2 years?
She was from like 10 to 14.
Oh, 10. So when she kidnapped him, she's like, she got a ticket here to New York. She was like, hey, come outside.
She was like, she got a ticket. She was bringing the oldest one because he wasn't going to school because she lived somewhere far from the school and he was missing class, and he was a smart kid. He was doing summer bridge at Harvard and all that.
Oh, wow.
And then, and at, what was the other school?
Harvard, yeah.
It was not really. Anyway, one of them, like, it wasn't Ivy League, but it was like one of those prestigious, you know. And then all of a sudden he's not going to school and stuff. And it's like, all right, send him out here to me. We this can't.
Right.
So then I was gonna have both boys. That's all I was like, yo, I'm gonna have both boys, at least for his last year of school, whatever.
Right, you can.
But nah, that wasn't her plan.
So she brought the oldest one back.
Right.
And
so I come out of work one day and I see my oldest son walk, because I lived like a block and a half from the barbershop at the time. And my oldest son walking down the street, and I'm like, where's your brother? And he was like, I don't know. I was ready to send him back. Like, oh, y'all all involved. Everybody.
Yeah, you're like, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, everybody. I was like, and then she was like, you made me do this, and I made you do this.
She was there or she called you?
When I called her, like, where's, and she was like, you made me do this. That's what's her, you know, people never want to take
taking responsibility. You made her do this.
Mm-hmm.
So how pissed were you? And I know this is so many years ago.
I had to go to do a police report because you got to take that to the school. So, because the school. Because
you get charged with, is it truancy?
Yeah.
You get charged.
Yep.
That the other parent came. So then he was just gone.
Yeah.
So did she let you talk to him? Did you communicate with him?
That was the thing too. And then I would wait until my mom got him, and then my mom would be like, he don't want to want to talk to you. He don't want to come to the phone. And I'm like, man, that's a kid. Make him get on the phone. Yeah, right. And then, but it was just that. It was.
So there was some years where he was kind of
like 2 or 3
torn.
And then all of a sudden,
did that break your relationship with him?
Yeah, yeah.
What about to this day? Do you think that had an effect on?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, because he don't really listen completely. You know what I mean? And then he don't got no like. He don't got no like common sense of being respectful of other people that you live with. Like,
right.
I got 2 boys, which makes me a specialist. I got 2 boys, 22 and 17. Yeah. And my 22-year-old, he's a president of the Black Engineers Association at Oregon State. Or as I like to call him, my 401k plan. His little brother, it's a different story. I call him Shaggy, because every time something comes up broken or missing in the crib, he says, it wasn't me.
Because he was floated around.
He's supposed to like wash the dishes, take out the garbage, and keep his room clean. But none of those things be getting done. So like if I come home, I got to wash the dishes so I can cook, right? Then
he's going to eat, of course.
But then when I cook, like say if I cook like 6 pork chops and I eat 2, and then I come back the next day and they all gone. And it's like,
and this is a grown man here.
Yeah, you didn't cook, you didn't clean the dishes, you didn't do nothing you were supposed to do, but your ratio told you, your inner side ratio told you I should eat 4 of these, and he only got 2. He bought them, he cooked them,
and it was okay.
And it was okay. And that's something that's got something to do with that whole situation.
So he's gonna be put out into the world next year because he's graduating next year from high school. What happens when he turns 18? Like, do you feel comfortable just saying, "All right, man, you gotta go"? Because where's he gonna go? How's he gonna support himself?
I don't know, but sometimes, you know, tough love. You can't he taller than me. You can't be eating my food,
right.
Drinking my juice, leaving a little bit of juice in there so that I can't even pour a glass, and then come in there while I'm cooking and pour yourself a glass of water.
And you looking
where
at
you
him
think
like,
the juice went?
Right.
Like it's always some like, I'm like, yo, I can't.
That's gonna be a tough day though. He's gonna graduate, and have you had the conversation with him like when you turn 18 and when you graduate, you gotta go? He's just gonna go be with his mother. Maybe
I don't
not.
know. My dad is like, yo, tell him I'll give him one last shot. He can come down here and stay with me. We try to get him to college. But like I got somebody working with him right now that's like
good.
getting his you know, little resume together and
Yeah.
you know, his college stuff together and all that. So
I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy.